Audio Jungle.
Welcome to the breaking news. I'm Hanna Zhafira with the Maps TP will accompany you for the next 5-10 minutes. Flash flood that hit Adunara Island resulted in tens of people dying and hundreds of houses destroyed in Lebata district. Heavy rain not only caused flash flood but also caused rain lava floods, causing 11 residents to die and dozens of residents declared missing.
Of the three material recorded by residents, the evacuation of flood victims buried in building material on the island of Adorana was done manually by the residents working together. Apart from claiming casualties, dozens of houses in the village of Melelamadike, along with valuables belonging to local residents, were also destroyed by landslide. Flash flood triggered by storm causes a number of bridges to collapse. Residents were forced to queue to cross using to an emergency bridge. Centrally, the Timus Police District government is building an evacuation force and mobilizing residents to flee to other people's homes. In Lambata district, severe damage after flash flood was also seen. A number of large trees uprooted, crashing into building and causing severe damage. At least two heavy equipment were used by construction officials to search for victims. The police personnel and the SAR team, as well as residents, found a number the victims and evacuated them. Another area that has flash flood in Malacca district, one of which is in the village of Namalia. The joint team continued to evacuate residents to save themselves from crossing the flood by holding on the ropes. Meanwhile, the elderly and children are transported by tractor.
We will go directly to Adunara Island in Flores district. There is a MFTP journalist Isri to monitor the latest condition. Good afternoon, I. So the government is asking for help and also disaster management. This is done quickly. What do you monitor the like?
Good afternoon, sister. Until now, the aid that will arrive in Adorana Island has been observed to be somewhat hampered due to lack of transportation to the island of Adorana. It was observed that there were logistics for the refugees in the form of sleeping mats, pillows, and other kitchen utensils, as well as food for babies and pregnant women. Right now, I am in front of the head office of the S. Adorana sub-district, where currently the Minister of Social Affairs is currently in the S. Adorana sub-district office to make visit to food logistic warehouse for the refugees. Currently is reviewing the location of the place for the construction of refugees force and public kitchen which are devoted to refugees.
There was a story that there was a logistic problem from the capital to the area where you are currently reporting. So the access still cut off. Then is there any effort to improve access so that this logistic distribution line will arrive faster, right?
Well, what we are mentoring is that the district capital goes to the disaster site on Adorana Island. The only means of transportation can be used is a ship. Meanwhile, with this extreme atmosphere, ships have not been allowed to sail to Adorana Island. For the disaster location itself, there are indeed several broken lines and bridges, but the government is currently making improvement where temporary bridges are installed with emergency rod in the form of wooden bridge so that it can facilitate the movement of goods and people to the location disaster.
Is the effort currently being done is to river bridge and road? Because you also told me that is only access is by ship. But is there anything else that is being done beside improving access, which actually takes quite a long time, so that access is really paced by a vehicle?
Well, according to the information we got, the Central BNPB itself will send 3 helicopters that will evacuate assistance from Maumere from the center of Lorantuka Regency to this location in Es Adorana, and also the BNPB ATR aircraft that are stationed in the capital city of Kupang province to bring logistics to this place faster, but the obstacle is that the forts here are inadequate for large ships to enter so they can transport, for example, heavy vehicles to clean road made of wood material. To be able to which heavy vehicle build the thing now is how to evacuate. Carrying heavy equipment into Adorana Island to clean up the material, which is still the most serious obstacle at the disaster site.
Are there any alternative? If you told me earlier that the port is actually not able to enter heavy equipment through the port, is there an alternative from the local government through which heavy equipment for evacuation or to clean up the remaining floods will be carried out?
There are indeed several heavy equipment owned by the private sector in this island, and indeed the number is very limited, and we monitor only 2 units of heavy equipment, and it is quite difficult for the process of cleaning wood materials. Indeed, the Minister of Social Affairs is also coordinating, trying to coordinate with the VPR Minister how to send ships that can transport heavy equipment from outside to enter Adorana. This is like this.
Okay, that means apart from that, the need for heavy equipment to clean up the remaining wood, especially what the residents still need.
Well, now I have joined the residents who were affected by this flood. Well, right now, Miss, what needs are urgently needed, and there has been no assistance from the government.
For now, the soup kitchen has not been well established, so we have difficulty getting food. Even last night, we got supplies from residents in this neighborhood and also from several communities.
But from what I hear, there is indeed logistic from the government, and the government promised to continue to make effort to accelerate the distribution of logistic effort. So this public kitchen is the most important thing. Of course, the logistic for the affected communities and the heavy equipment to be able to clean the remaining wood in Adorana. So thank you. Journalist Mulyati reporting directly from Adorana Forest Timur, Nusa Tenggara Timur.
And we will shift from Adonara to the North Middle East Regency, and later we will monitor the current condition directly by the journalist Maps TV, Ikhsan. Good afternoon, Ikhsan. The flood there has receded and the residents have returned to their homes. What about the houses that were badly damaged?
Okay, well now I am with a resident mother whose who are affected by the current flood. Okay, Mom, after this disaster, is there any damage to buildings so that the house can still be occupied?
For the current condition of our house, the condition can still be occupied after this flood resided because the damaged condition is only household furniture such as beds, tables, and other furniture. While the walls of the house or the condition of the house can still be occupied after the flood resides, the government can only provide assistance in the form of food and drinks.
For post-flood residents, houses are still suitable for occupancy. Only need to be cleaned, which is needed. This is in the form of food and drink, as well as medicine for health for children. For the current condition, each government encourages logistics in each public post as many as 48. Public posts built by each government and managed by the TNI, together with the mother of flood victim, divided evenly among flood victims around the disaster site.
As for the distribution of the route, is it disrupted or can it be paced at this time?
Currently, distribution can run normally. For the area itself is active. The route can still be paced easily.
So it's not bordered yet, but for this assistance you say there are around 408 public kitchens.
For residents who are currently need the most, whatever.
Assistance in the temporary public kitchen is only about logistics, such as rice, mineral water, clean water, tarpaulin, and soap for residents. Meanwhile, for material loss suffered, the government has collected data, and assistance will be immediately provided for the residents' right time.
In this refugee camp, have your needed been fulfilled so far?
For the needs in refuge camps, well resolved, well as handled by several elements such as military, police, and also the government itself, from BPBD and health workers handling it well.
Good for the need of citizen, no part of it is fulfilled.
Okay, so for the needs until now, it is being fulfilled, both logistic for the residents and the needs of mother and children. Then for the house, you will inform that the damaged house of the resident is there any plan from the government for repairs or assistance for repairs resident houses.
For the condition of the resident, houses are not badly damaged because only water damage is in the area of the house, so they only need to clean up the remains of the mud.
Okay, so help will be given. Okay, thank you, journalist Ikhsan Nur Alam, reporting directly from Central Timor East, Nusa Tenggara. Thank you. Okay, viewers, that's the news today. I'm Hanna Zhafira and the entire breaking news crew say thank you very much for your attention. Good afternoon and see you.
Audio Jungle.